Now you've managed with your title block and your viewports, so now we want to send it down to your printer. Now as you can see, I made use of different colors, green, black, red, as well as there's some yellow involved. So now first exercise is going to start off to creating a mono plot style. So it means regardless what color I've used, everything will print black. So to set up your plot style, we're going to go to File, Configure Plot Styles. In this dialog, on the top left hand side, you will see that Caddie supply you some samples. So we're going to create your own personal one. So you're going to say New, and I'm going to say All Black. I'm going to say OK, and as you can see, it displays the file name on the top left hand side. So now we're going to set up this plot style. Now my Caddie pen 1, as you can see by default, it's set that my device pen is set to use object color. It means the color you see is the color it's going to print. So we want to change it to black. So I'm going to go to custom and I'm going to change it to black. So as you can see on my summary, it updates line number 1. So instead of doing it to all 255 pens, you will see at the bottom left hand side there's an option that says set all colors to selected. So if I click on the command, Caddie will confirm. This will reset all the colors in the plot style. Do you want to continue? I'm going to say yes. So it means in the summary, regardless what's my screen color, my plot color will print black. When it comes to my pen width, now if my pen width is set to use object pen width, it would have listened to my default setting at the top. Now what that means is, let me just go one step back. When you were in your model space, you're familiar now with your pen color, you're familiar with your line style, and if you did assign a line weight to a specific object, then Caddie will use that width. But let's assume you kept it on default, then it will means we're going to assign it in a plot style. So we're going to go back to our plot style. Just make sure you select your plot style that you want to custom or modify. So pen number 1, I'm going to say custom, and I'm going to say make it 0.15. So instead of going through all those again, you see there's an option that says set all width to selected. So if I click on the command, Caddie will once again confirm. This will reset all the widths in plot style. Do you wish to continue? And I'm going to say yes. So if you look at the summary, regardless what's my screen color, everything will print black, and my line width, they all remain the same, 0.15. You can be more specific now. You can click on pen number 2, and I can set pen number 2 to 0.25, pen number 3 to 0.35. But once again, this will be a standard in your office, because then you can set your colors to a specific width. And we're going to say save. And we're going to say OK. So if I now go back to my sheet and we go File Print, Caddie picks up the settings of your sheet. As you can see, my printer is set to PDF. My paper size is a A2, and at the bottom it says Plot Styles. I'm going to select the one that we've just created. I can also say Save Settings. That means it will keep this plot style linked to the sheet the whole time. So as soon as I say Preview, now you will see everything will print black. Now you may notice that there's two things that happened. First of all, everything prints black. Secondly, that when it comes to a circular viewport or by polygon, then you will see the border. The border is plottable. So you can switch it on and off. You can control the plottability. So if I select my rectangular or my square viewport, on the right hand side you will see under Object Properties, Plottable is switched off. That's why it doesn't print the border of your viewport. If I go to my circular viewport, you'll notice under the properties, there's a circle involved. So if I select the circle, then it says plottable is green. So if I switch it off, and I go back, File Print, well, as you can see, the shortcut is F7. Everything remains exactly the same. I'm going to say Preview. Now you will see that the border of the circular viewport is switched off. So that's our mono plot style. Then we can create one with color. So we go Figure Plot Style. What I can do is, I can make use of my existing settings, and I'm going to say copy. And I'm going to call this color, because now, remember all the settings that I've set up. As you can see, top left hand side, all black is the first one. Now, I'm going to use color. Now, the only difference that I want to do with the color one is, let's say, the pen number 1, I want that to print, use object color. So wherever I use the red, I wanted to see the pen you see is the pen is going to print. And on, let's say, pen number 3, also change it to use object color. All the rest will print in black and white. So if I'm going to say OK, and I'm going to file print, I'm going to select the color of the plot style at the bottom. I'm going to say color, I'm going to say preview. Now you will see that if I zoom in, everything is black except my red and my green, and that's what I want. So, and now you can go even another step further, and I can be more specific and tell Caddie, with this particular viewport, I want to print everything in black. So in my object properties, as you can see, there's an option that says plot style as sheet. I'm going to apply my all black plot style to this viewport. So if I'm going to say file print now, and I'm going to make use of my color plot style, everything should print according to my color plot style except this one viewport, because this viewport I've assigned the all black plot style to that viewport. So if I'm going to say preview now, as you can see, viewport number 1 prints all in black, and the rest of my drawing will be in color.